There we go. I think I'm live. Let's hop in. I don't know if anybody's even here yet. Didn't even have my headphones on. We're going to just jump in a little impromptu stream and testing out a new game because holy crap. It's a new engineering sandbox and I'm loving it. Pause that. Let's get the chat popped out. Chat right over here. Yeah, let's get this thing fired up. So I've got some videos coming out this week on this game in adventure mode. There'll be one Tuesday and Thursday. But we're going to test out in creative mode because I want to see how some stuff works for that series. So let's do play creative. Turn the old TV on here. Where'd it go? There it is. Thunder 2128, welcome. Yeah, starting solo game. There it goes. Wow, it's bright. Future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. And I don't know why it doesn't default to full screen mode. We'll go full screen mode. And here we are in creative mode. Nice. So yeah, open-ended engineering sandbox. Lots of cool stuff, code, components, all the usual stuff. And I'm learning the game, so I'm very, very new. But like I said, there are going to be some videos out Tuesday and Thursday this week of me in adventure mode where you have to craft all your own stuff. And I wanted to try out, specifically, I wanted to try out some of the water stuff. I don't know how that works. Like, how do we get water? We stick a pipe in there and hook a pump up to it? I have no idea. So we're going to do some testing. Let's get a little platform built here. Let's go all composite for now. Why not? Tomcat, howdy howdy. And then let's actually do... Let's go out over the water a bit. Frames just make it easier to plop down the floor. There we go. That'll get us started, I think. Uh-oh, I didn't anchor to the ground and it's falling off into the ocean. Well, there's a good example of the physics. Yeah, it does physics. So we need to get a ground anchor down. Do I have a track map for railroads online? I do not. If you're talking about my playthrough. Alrighty then. How's it going? Found the channel a couple days ago. Just got out of work. Cool. Yeah, I'm glad they were helpful for you. Got a few seasons of Out of War, and it's changed a lot between the first season and the last one, the current one. I need a ground anchor. There we go. And you'll never guess what this does. Yeah, I need a little wall here. So we're gonna go to block mode. Doink. You need a little toggle button. Toggle button. There you are. Get out of here. Nope. Zap it. Okay, fine. We might need that later. Okay, let's put you right there. That up, and then Choink. All right. It's now anchored to the ground. It's a static grid. If you're looking for ideas, Tomcat on Railroads Online, go to their Discord, and somewhere in there, there's maps, like fully completed maps you can download if you want to look for some ideas. I'm not super happy with that. Let's redo that. Let's go over to... No, not that direction. There, that direction. Nope, not up that direction. I'm still getting used to this game. There. That's what it's trying to do. Okay, now we have a nice static grid thingy. And let's get rid of these frames. Cool. All right, now we have a platform. How do we get water? How do we do stuff with water? I don't know. We're going to try to figure that out. So I'm going to have a tank. Let's put a tank here, and we're going to try to put water in it. All right, reset. And then I want... Oh, what do I need? I need some batteries, first of all. Let's get both a high voltage... Not sure. Will we need a low voltage? Probably going to need at least a high voltage battery, so we'll plop one of those down. ARV Jim D. There is no survival mode yet. There's what they call adventure mode. Survival mode is coming. Adventure mode, you have to craft your stuff, but there's no like survival elements yet. So I don't think there's storms and things in right now. I don't know what the future holds. I literally like just bought this game and have a few hours in it and trying to figure things out. It came out in May. It's pretty new. The big thing to keep in mind, and I put it in the description, it's on their Steam store page. This game requires an RTX, an NVIDIA RTX card. They're working on support for other things, but it is a fully ray-traced game. It's full scale, so this is Earth like 3 billion years ago or something in the Archean age. And it's full scale. And the moon is full scale. And yeah, it's huge. Alright, I know we have pumps, but I don't really know how all this stuff works. So we're experimenting. We have a big turbo pump, which I assume can pump liquid. And then do we have I think it's called fluid. We have a fluid junction, a fluid port. Might need one of those to suck up the water. I'm not sure how that works. And then we have a fluid spool. All right, let's put that with our other spools. So I thought I'd stream. I'm just trying to figure out some things. If you weren't here at the very beginning, we've got some videos coming out Tuesday and Thursday this week in adventure mode. And I want to figure out how some of this stuff works. So I can do it in adventure mode and have some kind of clue what I'm doing. Alright, so I'm going to just pretend like I know how this works, and we'll see if that works out. So let's get a jetpack on. So let's do this. Let's go here, and then go down. Yeah, like that. Glub, 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 glub. Then let's put a fluid port down here and pretend like we can pump water through that. I don't know if that's how that works. Is that input or output? Turn my light on. Looks like that would be the input, and then this would come up. Possibly. Yes, okay. So we're going to come up here. Go into the pump. Ta-da! Okay, this takes high voltage, so let's get some high voltage. I'm not going to be too worried about neatness of cabling because I'm just testing. And then most things need a switch to turn them on. Yeah, this has nothing in it. Alright, cool. I could just cheat in water, but I want to figure out how we would fill it with water in adventure mode. Alright, clear that, and let's get another toggle switch. Stick that there. Go up to the pump. Nope. Okay, well that didn't work. The vacuum cleaner turns on though. Make sure, is that port's actually, it is underwater, right? Yeah, it's definitely underwater. So that didn't work as expected. What else we got to work with here? Reset, and then if I do fluid. So these are all tanks. There's the port we tried. That's just a junction. We have a fluid bridge and a fluid valve. I don't know what the bridges do. I saw there were other bridges. I think those are for interfacing to other, like if you're building a component that you'd want to blueprint and repeat. I think that's what those are for. So I don't think that does us any good. If I search for a water, oops. Water. Nope. Nope. There we go. Yeah, nothing. We have that. Okay, I could try taking the port off, just having the pipe in the water. Let's try that. Doink. Oh no, your pipe doesn't stay. So, scratch that. Huh. Okay. It does hold water because I can fill it with the creative tools. Yeah, RV Gym. In adventure mode, you're running around picking up rocks. And then you can grind those rocks up in your, like you have like a little suit crafter, like most games have like that. You grind up the rocks in your suit to make stuff, and then you can craft some things in your suit, and then you kind of bootstrap from there. But yeah, you're, like I spent the first hour gathering up rocks before I could get any of that automated. The early grind is pretty real. There's no like money stuff yet. It's very early. I did have to, well, I won't spoil it. I did have to go into the ocean. I'll say that. I had to go into the ocean. You'll see in my adventure mode videos, I've got 2 recorded so far. And probably will do a few more, depending on how well received it is. So yeah, I don't know how you would get water in adventure mode. Unless it like, I assume it would work in creative. I don't see anything else in here to try for that. Other than the port. Let's see. Is there anything in the... I don't think there's anything in the help menu. It doesn't have like a wiki or anything. Does it? Do. Oh, close. There we go. Yeah, I thought for sure that was going to work. Go deeper in case that's the problem. We're definitely underwater. That much I know. So So let's just take a little closer look at this thing. My spool. See, that only hooks to the top, so that's meant to pipe to something. Environment density. Yeah, it sees that it's in water. H2O is 100%. This doesn't have a data port on it, does it? No. Does it require power? No. Only has the fluid port connection. Huh. So in my mind, that should work. I don't know why it doesn't work. Yeah, there's nothing going in there. Does they model like suction? Like, can it not get primed because we're too high above the water? We could try moving the pump down closer to the water. Let's do that tactic. Yeah, it's pretty fun, RV Jim. I'm looking forward to expanding. I've recorded 2 episodes. I've got to the point where I'm automating the tedious part of gathering resources at the end of episode 2. And then looking forward to like building some rovers and exploring and fun stuff. Just looking through the various things here. Alright, let's get a... There's a big turbo pump. Is there another kind of pump that I missed? Pump. Oh, there's a small turbo pump. Maybe the small turbo pump works for water? We'll put them both on our bar here. Let's just try that real quick. Let's try the small one. That one doesn't... Oh, maybe it wasn't actually hooked up. It fit there, but maybe you do have to use the fluid ports. I didn't think about that. All right, let's redo this real quick. So you go here. Yeah, they made it together, but they might not have actually been connected. I can reach that all the way up here. Nice. Hook you up, and then we need the toggle button. Toggle button. Where are you? Here you are. Oh, it's a baby vacuum cleaner. There we go. That was the problem. That was the problem. It wasn't actually hooked up. Even though it physically lined up and looked like it should, it wasn't actually hooked up. Cool. All right, so that did work the way I expected. So that is filling with water. Awesome. That's really loud, too. How's the game volume, by the way? I've never streamed this before. Yeah, that's kind of piercingly loud, isn't it? We're somewhere in the settings here. Audio. It's not too bad. You guys let me know if it's too loud for you. What's interesting, though, is I don't see an output on this tank. So, do we have to use like a... Yeah, how does that work? Right, clear, reset. Yeah, there's only one connection. So how do I use the water now out of it? No idea. Okay, we got some water in there. That's cool. Build it up 6%. Alright, so then we'd want to use the water to make hydrogen and oxygen, which we do with an electrolyzer, which is that guy. And let's put those in one of these. Our fluid spool back out. Hey Joel, how's it going? I'm doing alright. Trying to figure out this engineering game. Alright, so that'll take water in. And it puts out the two gases. So we want to take here. Oh, these hook up top. Okay. Fair enough. Kind of floating on the edge there. Just being all weird. So maybe you're not supposed to have intermediate storage, I guess. Although, once we get the gas in here, you have to set up, like, valves and stuff? I'm not sure. There's a lot I don't know about this game. Alright, it has power. So if we put water into that, it should make the gases. Let's go back to just fluid stuff again. We have a fluid junction, but I assume that is in and out, kind of like the data and power ones are, but maybe not. Let's get a valve. And that's pretty much it, I think. Okay, what does this look like? Well, what if we put one of those over here? Had the pump go into that, and then it could feed both. Would that work? One way to find out. Alright, we'll have you go there, and we'll also have you go over here. Nah, I don't like it. Slightly better. So then in theory that would get water to there as well. Okay, you are 6.5% full. You're still filling up. Okay, good. So we can still put water in. Can we take water out? Let's get a toggle button for our electrolyzer here. Does that make any noise? No? You do have power. You are, it says active. Does it just take a long time, or am I doing it wrong? The only tanks I saw were these tanks. Hey, Zero Winter, how's it going? So it could be that it's not able to draw water from here. That's my guess. Alright, fair enough. What if I turn this around the other way? I cheat and do this, and then I don't think that's going to work either. Oh, it is. Interesting. Okay, so it's pulling out of the tank. We put back in the tank still. We have 930 kilograms. No. So these are one way. Yeah, so these, well, that's coming in and out. We can't pump in for some reason. So I guess we just can't have intermediate storage, apparently, at least not yet. Okay. Now we know. But we can't have the pump just pump into here. Get rid of you, and then we can have this switch. Do both of those. Here, just reset. I need a data junction. There we go. If you feed that and that. Yeah, 4.48 kilograms. That turns both of those on. Nope. Okay. So that is, says active. Is this pump not big enough to feed it? There's a lot of trial and error going on here, folks. Mostly error. Alright, let's try the big pump. It was the big turbo pump. Let's try that bad boy. Alright, we need some power. We need some dataage. And we need some pumps. Need some fluid pipe. And then we need some fluid pipe from you into you. Nope. What am I missing here? This will pull from a tank, but you can't pull from a pump. Yet there's no facility to feed a tank and draw from it. So I'm missing something. This should fill, because I was able to fill the water tank with this, right? Let's make sure I'm not crazy. All right, let's put you back over here. Yeah. That's definitely filling it with water. Real quick, like. So, why are you not feeding this guy? Okay, so if I... Okay, So it does still inactive. If it's not getting water, it still shows inactive even if it's on. Just testing that theory. Let's go back to this fluid junction. Maybe I did something wrong there. So let's have the pump come into here. And then we have a junction from the tank. We have a junction from the electrolyzer. Take the pump out of the equation for a minute. No, that can't pull that way. Like, these ports aren't connected. I think it's only in and output. What it seems. It says active, though. Hey, Savinigus. Yeah, we're trying to figure things out. Trying to figure out how to get an electrolyzer. Because in my adventure mode series, premiering Tuesday, 8 a.m. Central Time, I want to be able to make hydrogen and oxygen from water with an electrolyzer. But I wasn't sure how to get the water into it. So, just trying to figure some of that stuff out. I don't know why this wouldn't work. Maybe just blasting water directly into there. I should be able to pull it out of the tank and it works. Yeah, it's pulling out of the tank. You can go away. You're not doing anything. So it's happy pulling water from a tank. And it seemed to be happy with a small pump, right? Am I remembering that wrong? Where was the little fluid pump? There it is, small turbo pump. Let me retest that theory with the small pump. This game hurts your brain. Whoa! Alright, water in, water out. It's an engineering game, so if you're not that kind of person, yeah, it probably would hurt your brain. Like me trying to look at music. Makes no sense. Yeah, it's still not. It doesn't work off the pump. It says active, but it doesn't do anything. Unless it's hooked to a tank. So I'm very confused on how you're supposed to do this. Let me look on the Steam Workshop and see if there is like an electrolyzer setup or something that we could take a look at, because I'm kind of lost. I've tried everything I can like think of. And of course, there's not going to be electrolyzers. If I search for water, water-powered amphibious car, simple crafter setup with H2O2 and a no pump needed. Wait, what? This works without a pump. Connect a fluid port inside water to the bridge port and start the electrolyzer. Oh, you don't even need a pump? The electrolyzer pulls in the water? Was I over-engineering it? Expecting it to work normal? Okay. If the electrolyzer just pulls in water, then that's easy. That's a piece of cake. You telling me all we have to do is hook this up to the fluid port and we're good? Son of a... Okay. It doesn't need a pump. It has its own built-in pump, apparently. Alright, cool. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, right, Savinigus? I was assuming, like, gravity flow. So if it'll pull water, but it won't pull water out of a pump, I guess? Seems kind of weird. Okay, well, that's easy enough. The next question is, how do we get stuff out of the tanks? Like if I want to use this, like I can fill this with O2, but then what? You know? I don't think we have like T valves or anything. I wanted to pump in water and then use the water from the tank, because we also need water for crafting. Yeah, there's rocket engines, there's propellers, there's full aerodynamics. There is like Newtonian physics, orbital mechanics. You start out picking up rocks off the ground, and then you can eventually like go to the moon. So it's pretty cool. There's a lot going on. So I fill this tank with that, and then do I just have to like unhook the pipe? And I don't understand how I would craft with that. Let's do some investigation. We got the electrolyzer figured out. So there is a crafter in here somewhere. Where did I see that? Terrain scanner, ore scanner. I need to look at those as well. Crafter. There we go. What's this bad boy do? Has an input and an output. All right, Joel can answer all our questions. Okay, cool. So this has fluid input ports. So that's good. What I'm missing is, how do we get it from here? Like this has O2 in it now. How do we get it out? Let's turn that off for now. Because there's not really any like pipe junctions unless I just missed them. It's possible I just missed them. That's the part I'm struggling with, is how do you get more things? Yeah, I fired up Creative, Joel, just to try to see how some of the stuff worked before I had to build it. I've been playing adventure mode. See, we can't hook up more than once to this tank. And the fluid port thingy doesn't work as expected. Fluid junction. It just works like a splitter, but none of the split outputs are connected. Suppose you could use temporary connections. We'll see. What's a valve do? What's that have on it? Is it literally just on off? Yeah, so it's just got like a data port on it. Alright, so now we have these guys with stuff in them. What if we use these guys just for funsies? Can you do flexible? Oh, you can. Okay, cool. So you can just hook these up temporarily, I guess? I still think I'm missing something. There's got to be something I'm missing. Yeah, I can't. I mean, I could Savindicus, but that would, there'd be no reason to have the tank if I did that. Right? Like I want to make this and then be able to use it. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, yeah, I could have a splitter and have, you know, a splitter go to the crafter and the tank, but then the tank just sits there full, useless. And also, in adventure mode, you craft in your suit. Like, you can craft in your suit as well. So I'd want to be able to fill up, you know, off of these. I don't know how that works either. So, lots of investigation. Fluid valve. What's a docking port look like? Oh, cool. So that'd be a way to like dock a rover or something and you could refill and recharge, it looks like. It's got all the different little connections. Neat. So that's for items, and it's got the 2 fluid connectors. So it's all there. There's just got to be something I'm missing. Like there's no way to tee the connection. Or have a pass through. And get a container set up over here. So that would feed like materials then. Yeah, that's the thing though, Savicness, that doesn't work in the game. I already tried that. It's the same way with the electricity split junctions as well. All these junctions, they don't work like you would expect in real life. Like, the way this works is this is input, and these 4 are outputs. None of these 4 outputs are connected. So, that was the first thing I tried when I was trying to get the tank to work as a storage. You might not have been here during all that faffing around. been there, done that. Because I also use water to craft, at least in the suit. I can't get to my suit crafter in creative mode, so I don't remember for sure. Let's hook up power to this, and we can maybe look in the crafter. So, plastic, I think, is one thing that took water. Oh no, it wants... Oh, okay, so in here it just takes the gases. In the suit it uses water. Got it. So that's how they... That's why they only have the 2 gases, I guess. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, they're all just one way. Input to 4 outputs, and none of the 4 outputs are connected, unfortunately. Let me go ahead and get a drill set up real quick. Just so we can have some stuff coming in. We did... Yeah, we anchored this down. Let's get a mining drill set up real quick. Mining drill. And we're going to need a crusher. So we're going to need some more room. Let's give ourselves plenty of room. We're in creative mode. Why not use plenty of room? Alright, there's our mining drill. There's our crusher. Got plenty of room. That'll spit all the parts in there. Oh, I've got this. Nope, that's right. Good. Look at that up like that. We need some power over here. So let's get a high voltage junction to feed these guys. Do. We're gonna run out of battery ports here. The wire's going everywhere. Do I need a low voltage junction? No, I need a data junction. That. I love that the crafter's making little hard drive noises. No, that's not what I want to do. That facing the wrong way. I thought I snapped it down like that. Apparently I moved it. Alright, so that'll get that going. It goes into there. That should work. Stuck on the edge of my platform. And then just need a switch to throw these on. The toggle button. Doink. And then this should fill up with stuff. There we go. Filling up with stuff. Then we need gases. So I guess we can pull out of the tanks. It's really going to bother me that that's going through the tank. There we go. Just get that out of the way. Lots of parts coming in. Nice. And then if we go this... And when you're doing a pipe, if you hold X, it makes a flexible pipe, or like a temporary. I think it's going direct instead of being flexible. I guess the wires are flexible, pipes are not. That just pipes in direct. So we should be able to make plastic now. Turn that nonsense off. So we go to parts. And plastic. It has all the stuff. It needs somewhere to put it. Fair enough. what you're missing? Okay. So is this one shot unless you're running it with a computer? Ooh, I wonder if it makes subcomponents. The suit crafter does not. So let's say I want to build a beacon. Ah, nice. Okay, never mind. I thought it was going to go and it didn't. I thought it would make like all the required stuff. Capacitor casing, circuit connector, magnet panel. We should have everything needed for that. So yeah, it doesn't make subcomponents. It starts to, and then it stops. Okay. Yeah, so it won't make the subcomponents, unfortunately. Okay, well, let's hook a computer up to that and see if what's all possible with the crafter. Because I do want to get automated crafting and storage and stuff going at some point. But I don't know how that works. Alright, there's a computer. There's a mini computer. I don't know what the difference is, really. So let's look at both of those. Computer and mini computer. I've used this one in the tutorial when it teaches you how to make a rover to get kind of the basics going. So I went through the tutorial. So I think the difference is this just doesn't have a status screen. Because other than that, it looks about the same. What are we doing on charge here? Empty in 228 hours. Okay, I think we're good. I will need a low voltage battery though to run the computers. So let's pop that down. It's got a little light on it. Look up to that guy. Yeah, we should be able to write some code. And this code is pretty neat. It's called Xenon code, so it's its own little programming language, an IDE, and it has both code and like a visual representation of the code. It has like nodes and connections. Program name, Crafter, please. So we'll get rid of that. So how does this work? Output. I have an input of Crafter. Okay, so it has progress. Craft selection. Okay. And that's a number. So then what outputs does it have? Oh, continuous crafting. Override craft selection. Okay. So if we just wanted to continuously craft something, that looks pretty easy to add, to set up. So we need a variable text. And we need a Boolean. How do we do a Boolean? Is that a number or is that something else? Oh, here it is, Boolean. Nope. Oh, it says number. So if we do Well, let's look that up to a switch, actually. So if I just type wire in there, is that going to work how I expect it to work? That doesn't go to there, huh? Nope. Yeah, we have to figure this out. Functions. Text. No, that's not working as expected. It says override craft selection text, but then it says an O. Oh, okay. Starting to make a little more sense. So would either one of these work? Disconnect. Yeah, it looks like either one of those would work, maybe. If we want continuous crafting, I want to hook that up to a button. So is this is input from the I'm doing a lot of thinking in my head. I'm not doing much talking, sorry. Yeah, let's see. Let's get a button hooked up. So we need a toggle button, wherever that is. Toggle button. All right, input toggle button. So this will be our whether we want to continuously craft or not. And then we're overriding the craft selection. So in theory, that'll go. Maybe. So if we reboot that, wait, I didn't save, did I? Save. If we reboot, it should go. I guess, oh, and this one we'd be able to see it rebooting and stuff. Yeah, that's not doing the needful. Alright, let's do this. Let's do... Can I import this? I wonder if I take the hard drive out of this one. Can I take the hard drive and put it in the other computer? And then load that file? That would be nice. Let's use this computer that actually has a screen on it. We'll say 0 is the button. And 1 will be the crafter. I know the wires are going everywhere, but that's okay. Oh yeah, cool. So I can load it up off that hard drive just by swapping the hard drive around. Very neat. I like it. Do I need to grab this guy and stick it in the other computer just so it has a hard drive? All right, select program to run. Running program crafter. It's doing nothing. Okay. That's apparently not how that works. Let's see if we can figure out how it works. So that should put out a number. Oh, that translated the program, but not the connections because the connections have changed. Right. Okay. Well, we'll just start over. So we have an input of a toggle button. We have an output of a crafter. And that's going to be a number. That's going to be text. And we need a input of, no, a variable text. We're going to override the crafting selection with wire. And oh, I didn't set that. That might have been a problem. Okay, save and reboot. Run crafter. Is it doing stuff? It is in fact doing nothing. All right, cool. So that didn't work. Let's have the switch turn on a light. Let's just make sure I understand how the switch is working. So reboot. Somewhere in here there's that lamp. Here we go. Lamp. Okay, back to the code. Get rid of you. Toggle button. You're going to be the lamp. On. Save all. Reboot. And the switch should turn on the lamp. Run program. Ta-da! Okay, so reading the switch works. Excellent. So we know that much at least. Alright, output a crafter. Do we have a... Is there like a logging? Kind of a log something somewhere. Source of switch counter. Oh, print console log. There we go. Can I hook this to more than one? I can. Output print. Disconnect. Well, we can. Let's print both these out. Let's see. Text. And text. Save all. No, I can't do that while I'm in here. All right. And run. Oh, it logs down here. Oh, do you have to do that to send the variable? Ew. Okay. Maybe we don't want a variable. We want a... Oh, constant text. Yeah, because the variable's not going to change. At least the way I'm doing it. I can do it from up here. So if I do reboot... Ha! There we go. Doing something. Making noise. It is not, however, making wire. It's not consuming anything. Okay. It's definitely making noise. Didn't seem like it was had selected anything from the menu. So perhaps this is not working correctly? Let's print the progress that we're making. Actually, let me print out the craft selection and see if that's what's expected. Yeah, it's just saying wire, wire, wire. So that's what I would expect. Okay. I need to have this over here where I can see the screen. Oh, it has wire selected. Oh, wire takes plastic. Right. It doesn't have the plastic. Okay. Right, right. Derp. That's why you need to be able to see the... I should be able to see the crafter. Put the computer in the wrong place. Alright, well, let's make plastic then. I think that only has requirements that are in the input container. Save all. Reboot. Yeah, now it's set to plastic. Hey, it's making plastic. Look at that. Okay, cool. I like it. So we can do some simple programming now to say, hey, if you have less than 200 plastic, make plastic, that kind of thing. So I think if you're going to have a big production chain, you'd want your raw materials, and you'd have crafters that are, or a crafter that just does things from raw materials. Then you'd have your subcomponents, and then another crafter that builds from those, that kind of thing. That's pretty cool. Really powerful what you can do with the programming. Okay, well, I figured out the electrolysis, which is what I wanted to know. The electrolyzer. Is what I wanted to know for my adventure series. So that's cool. We did some other playing around. Let's take a look real quick before I call it quits of some stuff on the Steam Workshop. I would imagine there's some pretty cool stuff out there. Because there's people that are played this way more than me. Are far more creative than I am. Doing stuff in this game. I know there's like helicopters and airplanes and all kinds of stuff. Simple component auto crafter script. Okay. Computer ports, container, crafter. The crafter needs to be connected to the container containing the resources and O2H2 tanks. Okay. Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. Buffer stock capability. Automatically maintain stock of configured items. That's pretty neat. So that's just a script that you put on the computer. I like it. I'll check that out at some point. Let's look at, we've got, let's look at some land vehicles. Water-powered amphibious car. Most popular all time. Nothing's really rated on here because it's a pretty new game. A mining utility rover. Triple D with above and below the waterline. All right, I like the sound of that. Let's check out some of these vehicles. So to do that, I need the blueprint tool. Then Steam Workshop. Mining utility rover. Spawn. Yes, please. There we go. Look at this bad boy. So it's got a ground anchor, so you can anchor it when you go to drill. It's got some headlights. It's got some power ports. Is that a button? It is indeed a button. I don't know what it does, though. I've got a drill on the back. Ah, here we go. Let's see, we've got a solar panel. Check that out. Yeah, that's the thing, Savignus. They're not. We already went over this. They're not bidirectional. It doesn't work. I tried it a couple different times to make sure I was doing it right. We got multiple screens on here. What's that? Okay, well, let's get in the pilot seat. Computers, scanner. Wow. Fancy. All-wheel drive. Okay. Scanner. There are ore scanners and stuff in the game. Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the tanks. Yeah, you could feed both. I see what you're saying. My bad. But the 4 output ports can't talk to each other, which is what I was trying earlier with a tank for storage. I don't know what that screen means, but there is some stuff out there as far as like colors. I turn that off. Does it clear the image? It does. Okay. Can I drive? Sort of steers. No, I get to what you're saying. They do work like a splitter. It's a 1 to 4 splitter. But none of the 4 outputs are connected. And that's how I was trying to use it earlier. So I wanted to have a storage tank. How does one stop this contraption? There we go. Oh, I see. So that's a throttle. Oh, is this what the scanner's looking for? So say I wanted to look for, oh, it is. Say I wanted to look for copper. That's cool. Man, I got so much to do in adventure mode. Okay, so the forward and back works like a throttle, not like accelerate. It doesn't work like accelerate and brake. It's just a throttle. Okay, well, let's head for what I think is over here. I don't know if there's a brake key. Trying to move in on this. I'm assuming up is forward. It seems to be. Yep, okay, we're closing in on it. So this is the kind of cool stuff you can do in this game. I'm a long ways from this capability. Is that lights? That must be lights. Oh, stop! Stop! Yeah, I think we're sitting on a copper deposit. Unless I ran over it. I might have overran it. The scanner is not real time. And I don't know if there's like a brake. Yeah, we're almost right on top of it. Oh, there is a brake. Spacebar is like a handbrake. Seems to be. Yeah, spacebar is a handbrake. Okay, we're stopped. Anchors? Okay, we're anchored to the ground. And drill. Yep, we're anchored to the ground. Drill is drilling. That's cool. And then, oh, material storage even tells you what's in the material storage. How cool is that? Turn that off. Anchors up. What's that? Connector? Maybe? Yeah, that's neat. Oh, it has a reverse. And it has just a rear wheel drive. Did this change when we put the anchors down? No. I don't know if this is just a representation of the car or... Oh, you can go between 100 meter and 1,000 meter scans. It goes out to 1,000 meter. Got it. Well, that's really neat. I like it. Let's check out some of the other creations. Oh yeah, that's very nifty. And then we had the Triple D mining rig. So that's the mining utility rover. You can find that on the Steam Workshop. We have the Triple D mining rig. This has got propellers on it. This is the one that can go in like the water and everything. So similar setup. It's got anchors. Oh, it's got reactors on it. It's got a lot of reactors on it. So how are they using the tanks? That's what I'd like to know. So those may be for buoyancy. So if you pump them full of water to go like underneath. We got an autopilot on this one. Wow. Mode. There must be a... power? Go-go button? Where's the go-go button? See, there's a little computer there. Is that the computer? Yeah, there's a lot of code in here. It doesn't appear to be like it's running, but how do we go? Yeah, everybody can interact with it, so that shouldn't be a problem. I don't know how to make it work, unfortunately. It looks cool. I'm not, like, I'm hitting all the buttons here. Nothing's happening. That's for position save. Program driving rig is running, it says. Yet it doesn't do anything. Okay. Maybe there's some instruction somewhere that I missed. This one doesn't appear to be as simple to use. It's a router, apparently. I don't know. It looks cool. That's for sure. I just don't know how to use it. Let's take another quick look in the code. Is there anything obvious near, like a key I have to hit, or... Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I'll have to look more into this because I like the look of it. Yeah, that's dashboard. These switches seem to do anything though. All right, let's go check out some other stuff. I don't know how you delete like whole vehicles. Yeah, that's not what I want to do. Okay, we had the... Let's take a look at the water-powered amphibious car. Okay, so it has a water tank. What do you do when you run out of water? Or wait. Oh, does it have to be in the water? So that has oxygen and hydrogen in it? Okay. It's got a little thruster on it. Nice. Okay. It's fast. Does it have brakes? I guess we get to see how the water physics work. That's how they work, I guess. Yeah, it does actually steer somehow. I guess the wheels kind of act like rudders. I mean, yeah, it's water powered. I think it's pretty well full. I want to. What if I empty this? Yeah. So if you're in the water, it refills its tank using the electrolyzer. Very cool. All right. Well, I think that'll do. That was a little quick look, playing around in. I always say this wrong. It's Archean. Emphasis on the key is how I've heard the author say it. Pretty cool stuff. Engineering Sandbox does require an RTX card, so make sure you read the system requirements if you're going to check it out. You can find it on Steam. There's a link in the description. And I have an adventure mode series coming out starting Tuesday. There'll be a video Tuesday and Thursday. And I'll see how the reception is. Might continue that for a few more episodes. In adventure mode, you have to craft. You have to like find the rocks and craft all your own stuff. And it's kind of fun. Thanks as always for watching, folks. I'll catch you in the next adventure. Take care. How far can I zoom out? About that far. Okay. What if I go to drone mode?